Hello and happy December. It's me at CGB and I'm here to play blue-white control for you today and see how it stacks up in the meta after the World Championships. Is it Lessons and Badger Mole Cub and Sultai Reanimator? These are all the rage, and this little blue-white beast that I've concocted is here to battle all of them. While many of the cards are familiar, the card choices are what really makes the deck in this environment. So having more counter spells like No More Lies, 3 steps ahead, and Negate gives you game against other control decks, mid-range and long game decks, but having answers to all kinds of permanence is what's really important if you're going to take on Monument to Endurance and Artist Talent, or a whole horde of creatures on the battlefield thanks to Badger Mole Cub. So to answer all those permanent types, 4 Get Lost and 3 Aang's Iceberg coming out of the Avatar set. This is a flash enchantment, and when it enters, you exile target non-land permanent until this leaves the battlefield. But you can water bend this for 3 mana, sacrifice this enchantment, and if you do, you scry 2. So the flash nature of this, being able to exile any non-land, and also being able to pitch this in case of emergency to scry 2 and find more answers, is what makes Aang's Iceberg a solid play in the deck right now. And then we also have Pinnacle Starcage. This is how you get rid of all of those Badger Mole Cub critters. Just wipe them right off the board. And if that's not enough remove all creatures for you, we also have Day of Judgment and Ultima. The Ultima is a bit of a nombo with the Starcage, as you can often blow up your Starcage. So when it comes to Ultima, we're down to 1 copy, but it's still so good against the artifact decks that we just have to run it. 1 copy of Authority of the Consuls might seem weird. This card has been incredibly popular over the last several months, mostly because of mono red aggro decks and haste decks. Those have really dropped off, even in best of 1, which is very rare on Arena. And when that happens, you can re-examine Authority of the Consuls. Do you need 4 of these? I like 1. 1 seems to shore up a late game situation pretty often and rebuild your life total. Sometimes it's in your opening hand in the right matchup and it's amazing. But Authority of the Consuls has gone from being an amazing card to being an okay card with the decline in mono red. To make sure that we see as much of our deck as possible, running Stock Up, Consult the Star Charts, and our sneaky win con, in case you're wondering. The Spirit Water Revival. You can water bend this 6 and then pay the 1 blue, and you get to draw 7 cards. You shuffle your graveyard back into your library, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So if we are running, both of us are playing a game where I remove your stuff, you play stuff, I remove your stuff, you play stuff, I remove your stuff, you play stuff, then Spirit Water Revival is the over-the-top win con where I get all my stuff back and 7 fresh cards. You have to now go through all this again, which normally they don't have the resources to do. Every now and then I run into a maniac with a 200 card deck, and it's actually very difficult to win. And if we have to, we have 3 copies of Restless Anchorage that can take to the skies, attack, and make map tokens and finish the opponent that way. 1 Soul Guide Lantern really helps against graveyard decks. 1 Agna Quela is a avatar land that lets us loot through our deck, but we don't use it often. It's a nice addition, not a necessity. So guys, you know I love blue-white control. We get to go do it one more time here for you on the official channel. So thank you for watching this channel. I appreciate you. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Our opponent's top 100. So this should be an exciting matchup. Is Soul Guide Lantern good? We don't know, because we don't know what's up with our opponent, but at least we go first. We have no removal, no counter spells. We're relying on card selection to do the job. On the draw, I'd be really scared to keep this hand. On the play, can usually get away with it. Of course, okay, it's not a turn 1 elf, it's a Paw Patch Recruit, so we need to find a sweeper of sorts as quickly as possible. Pinnacle Starcage, Day of Judgment. We're going hunting, and the opponent's coming at us fast with Innkeeper's Talent. So the Paw Patch Recruit is already growing into a bigger and bigger threat. Negate, probably not good here, but we have to ask ourselves, is it a better grab than a Flood Farm Verge when we already have this many lands? I'll take the Negate. I'm basically happy to have those cards on the bottom of the deck, because now we find this card. Let's stock up. And a Get Lost can deal with Innkeeper's Talent. A Pinnacle Starcage can deal with a wave of threats. And we are on task. Okay. Well, I mean, they made the Paw Patch Recruit hit harder. Demolition Field can answer Restless Vinestalk. A tapped land is an option here. I think I want to blow up the talent, but they're just going to keep picking on me with this Paw Patch Recruit till I do something about it. Yeah, I think I want to make a 2-mana play. I'll put out the field. Also put out Soul Guide Lantern. My intention is to cycle it for a card as soon as possible. I can't target the Paw Patch Recruit without paying the ward, so we'll see if that comes up. But Star Cage hits that. I'd prefer to hit Talent. And if I hit Talent on end step, then Star Cage can also grab the map tokens. And the opponent's leveling all the way up, but they tapped out. So we can do this now. We even take a little less damage. And then I'm using Star Cage on one creature, but it's a nasty bunny. That is certainly out to destroy me. And then we hold up Negate. It's not very likely to hit anything, but I think we still do it. We could have Demolition Field the Vinestalk, but since they can't attack us with it this turn, I'm not in a rush. Playing Control is so much fun. You have to be precise and tactical. Your card choices really get you. If you run Negate in a matchup where Negate is bad, you do pay the cost. Tyvar is a frustrating one because it can become indestructible. So we have to find a way to answer this little creature before we can answer the Tyvar. Let's make the untap land drop and then send the stock up. Iceberg can also deal with Tyvar, and another stock up keeps the cards coming. At this stage in the game, you really want to find ways to get yourself one draw spell and one interactive spell, so that you can just keep that going. We're holding up Demolition Field here in case the Vinestalk gets powered, but we are concerned about Tyvar. Ooh. Feisty. If they have interaction, we should do something about it now, but then they do end up with 3 mana. But if they play stuff out, that's not that bad for us. We need an untapped land though to Iceberg and Judge. I'm a little worried about like a Snakeskin Veil. I think we let this happen because we don't want to give them the mana in their main phase to cast more spells. And then when they go to combat, we do this. And if they have protection for the land, that's frustrating. But it does mean we take less damage because they have to tap the Pollinator and something else. Lots to consider in these matchups. And no Snakeskin Veil. They don't usually play it in the go super wide, go super crazy Cub deck. So now we're looking at Iceberg in 3 steps. We could also shock in this passage, go to 3, sweep the board, and hit the Tyvar. Or I could take 3, Iceberg the Tyvar, and counter a spell, and then untap next turn in Day of Judge. I think that's better. Also gets this tap land out of the way. And yeah, more Iceberg. That's pretty good. Oh, there is a Paw Patch Recruit, but I think we deal. Now we're taking 4. That's terrifying. But we have 3 steps ahead. Yeah, we have options here. And they activate. So is this going to go to 6? Am I dead? Did I mess this up? The removal won't help anymore, right? I mean, I can power up Block and Iceberg. And then this is 4. Okay. Ooh, they're protecting Tyvar. That might be the break we needed. We still have to hit Tyvar, though. This is 5. So we have to go here. Ugh. I don't want to block the recruit. It goes against everything I want to do. But I think we have to get the Tyvar off the field so the Day of Judgment clears the board. We do have another Iceberg coming up. I'm struggling. Do they have the counterspell? Some kind of interaction? I'm not dead. We psyched him out. I am dead to a haste creature, because this has to enter tapped. Okay. Hang in there. Hold on. Badger Mole Cub is a good magic card, and it does make 2 creatures. And that's a hasty one. And there's an Ouroboros. I'm dead. I'm literally Xaxis dead. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, that hurts. Oh my gosh, a true pro over here. I did mediocre at best. I want to beat myself up and frown, but I'll smile just this once. We are on the play. No, we're not. That's me failing to read. We're on the draw. This is too slow with not enough colors. This is so much better. I don't know if this lantern is good or not. I hate having it in the opener. I also don't like having Ultima in the opener with a Star Cage. I'm gonna put the 1 of Ultima away. If this is an artifact deck, I'm gonna feel really silly. But give me the lantern. If it's a graveyard deck, the sooner you have the lantern, the better. Okay, that is something that gets exiled to Star Cage, the Forsaken Miner. So skeletons, sacrifice, or just mono black aggro is what we appear to be up against. So now we have to worry about getting our hand to rest. That's a great draw. No More Lies can protect our hand if they go after it, or counter a 3-mana play if they want to cast something that the Star Cage couldn't do anything about. Or we could exile this now. The timeline color is a problem. Let's go for it. When that warps away, it keeps the pressure on the next turn. Oh, they're just playing out everything. Oh, give it all to me. Get in the Star Cage. And they're in black. Black doesn't have easy ways to remove artifacts either. And they don't hit their land drops, so their Soulstone Sanctuary is still a ways away. I'm going to play this lantern. It might run Unstoppable Slasher. Is that a good reason to keep the lantern around? It might be. Instead of just cycling it. I'm holding No More Lies for their next spell, then I'll cast the stock up. Okay, nothing. All right. Iceberg does not hit Soulstone. So let's see what we can find with our stock up. So I think we're going to get attacked by a land. There's a Get Lost and there's More Lies. Sure. I don't need more lands at this point. I can operate the deck from here. Power up. So take the hit. I don't want them, if they cast something else, I'd rather counter it and kill this later. They cast nothing, we do this on end step. We're down 3 life. But if they're playing around our counter spells, which I bet they are, they're still stuck with threats in hand. Not on the board. And we hold. And we settle in. We get into our comfy, happy blue-white control place. And we wait. No rush. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Do I send them an Anchorage? I think they'll kill it, but I think we do it. We have to start getting these removal spells out of their hand sometime. And we can't counter that, so down goes Anchorage. I mean, eventually this deck usually wins with Anchorage if they make us play it out and don't concede. So you have to start drawing out the removal spells. But this turn, not so much. This turn we can consult, but we want to do it on their turn. There's the Forsaken Miner that can be hit by an iceberg. We can get them to spend a map token first. And now they don't get the map benefit because we do that in response. We hit the land drop. So now we're up to 7 for consult. So waiting to use your consult, you do get to look at more and more cards the longer you wait. So sometimes it's okay to hit a few land drops before you cast it. Demolition Field can cover us, but let's just take the card advantage. Card advantage will lead to more card advantage. We are still protected by no more lies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just one more land or artifact, and Spirit Water Revival is good to go. Give me 3 steps ahead. Give me another. I'll have the land for next turn if I just take it now. And then once we Spirit Water Revival and draw 7, we're so far ahead. They can't touch us. Come on, put something on the stack. I want to use these No More Lies before I shuffle them up and draw them again. It would be great. Feed the Swarm. You don't see that every day. But no more lies, please. Didn't even know that one was in standard. Okay. We can pay the waterbending cost with the Lantern and the Star Cage. One of my favorite things about the deck, one of the funnest things to do. We did draw a lot of lands. We need to get a few more counterspells in our hand to defend our anchorages, but in the meantime, just about anything they play, we're just going to deny, deny, deny. And some people don't like that. Oh well. Magic be magic. Oh no. All right, let's stock up. True Villain mode has been activated. The opponent not conceding, so if they don't want to tap out once I have this many cards in hand, fair enough. We just have to attack them with lands, or they can concede, like I said, and that is fair. Oh yeah, that was fun. Our opponent's funny. I'm down for funny. Oh man, on the draw, it's a tougher one. The consult might find us a land. So in theory, turn 4 Day of Judgment after, if you hit your land drops back-to-back interactives, pretty good. 3 steps ahead is always tough on the draw. If the opponent is any kind of an aggressive deck, I think we try this hand. I think we go for it. One of the other question marks is, do I play the Passage on turn 1 and choose my color? Or do I wait? Do I hold on to see what land I draw? Because what if I draw another Plains? Then I only have 1 blue. Or what if I draw blue, but I draw Star Cage and I need another Plains? So those are things to think about with the Passage. I can't wait for Hallowed Fountain in Lorwyn. Please, can we get there? Snarling Gorehound. This is a graveyard deck. Soul Guide Lantern would be nice. Our life total definitely matters because they play Sephiroth and they try to ping us to death. So we do want to play this. So we're going to name blue and have it enter tap to save the 2 life now. These decks are usually black and white. Take advantage of cards like Voice of Victory, which would be a very tough card to see on turn 2 when you're holding No More Lies and 3 steps ahead. Would cause us some trouble. You really don't want to have to play Get Lost that early in the game. Servandum is also a really popular 2-mana play, along with the Umbral Caller, I believe. Oh, it's green. They run green. So this might be Roots. Okay, this might be Insidious Roots, which I haven't seen in a while, and definitely makes us reevaluate our Get Lost. Regardless of what deck they play, I need land. The Icebergs are probably really good in that spot too. I'm going to go after the Molt Tender. It's mana advantage, it can fill the graveyard. Very Dream Thief. It enters in Surveil, so they get 2 Surveils. They get rid of a Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, this feels like Roots. They have a Mortuary. They are filling that yard. We have 1 Soul Guide Lantern, and we need to find it. What we need to find just as much as a land. There it is. And then we have to play that game next turn. Demolition Field. Does mean we don't have double white or double blue right now. Jungle Hollow gains a life. I mean, at least we're not under a ton of pressure. It's just some 1/1s here. They're having no problem filling their graveyard very quickly. Overlord of the Balemark fills the graveyard and becomes a huge threat later. What do they take? Bet it's a Molt Tender. It is a Molt Tender. I feel justified in destroying this earlier with No More Lies. And then what are you? It's an adventure creature of some kind? Stromkeld Vanguard. Destroy target artifact or enchantment as a sorcery adventure, and then otherwise a 6/7. Sure. Well, guys, drawing lands is hard. Do I take out this Molt Tender? It keeps them milling. I should probably wait and see what they do on their turn. I could also try to draw into a land now, but I think we play the instant speed game with all these icebergs and see what we can do. I want to just go straight to combat. They're not interested. Are they going to cast any more spells? Another insight. Let's see this graveyard. There's a... Oh, we see Insidious Roots, but obviously they don't have it yet. They take a Reclamation Sage. Well, that's good against Iceberg. I think here I have to draw 2 cards and try to find my lands. There's 1 land, but it doesn't cast Day of Judgment. And there's an Aftermath Analyst. Oh no. We can get all this land out of the graveyard. Multiple Days of Judgment that I can't cast. And now this is in the yard. Yeah, I have to cast Day of Judgment next turn. I don't think I can let them untap with this Aftermath Analyst. I think it ruins me. I could Iceberg it, but I think what I have to do is get the double white mana. So I have to blow up one of their lands. This has been a very difficult draw. And I have to Get Lost the Analyst, which means they get to use maps and beat me up with them. Then we're just casting Day of Judgment to survive, and they have plenty of gas to reload. This is very bad. The fun part, there's 1 Soul Guide Lantern in the deck, and if we draw it, everything changes very quickly. They have Roots on top. This is going so badly. Yeah, it's a lot of damage from little dorks. And now they have a backup 3/3. It's not a land. Yeah, Roots is gonna get cooking now. Actually, they're starting with the Esper Origins. Now, if I draw land here, I'm in it. Because I can remove the summon with another Get Lost and then Iceberg the Roots. I guess I could have also Get Losted the Roots, but we're doing it. Have more maps. Whatever board they build, I'm gonna have to deal with the Overlord. We're just firing off our spells. There you go. And they go straight to activate Dream Thief, which triggers Roots immediately. This Reclamation Sage is a real problem. We really want to be able to protect this with a counter spell. At the end of this turn, though, they're going to have an Overlord, so I have to Day of Judgment here. So. Or I guess I could Iceberg the Overlord, but they get so much value from that. Oh! Oh, baby. Just like that? Really? No way. The 1-up. What are they most likely to try to get back? That Aftermath Analyst is terrifying. Anyway, they're probably going to Rec Sage this, which means we have to use on their graveyard right away. But making them start their graveyard over at this phase of the game and then having our Icebergs available doesn't bother me. And neither does the life gain from Dredger's Insight. Oh, I wonder what they'll target. Yeah, I guess I gotta use it. All that gone. They only have 20 cards left. And these Icebergs are alive. They also got rid of a lot of their toolboxy cards that they might search up, like Insidious Fungus to deal with various things, and Scavenging Ooze and Ghost Vacuum. But they're trying to make a mega threat out of their Reclamation Sage. Yeah, those map tokens got used. That's just a lot of land. Spirit Water Revival. I think we say go. Really want to land there. Do I take this 3 points and hold up 3 steps ahead? I think I do. This is one of those tough calls, but I think it's right. I think you take the damage, hold up the counter so that they can't hit a follow-up. Oh, that's really good. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna get max punished. Oh my gosh. All right. We have to counter this, and we have to draw into a demolition field. I only have 15 cards left. There's not going to be time for the Spirit Water Revival. It's got to go. And a Molt Tender. Oh, I've lost this game. I have lost this game. What a disaster. I'm going to die to this demolition field. So I have to hit a demolition field here. I have to. Okay. 1, 2, and they have to attack all. If they activate it, they're smart. If they chicken out and don't come after me, but they've got exactly lethal here, I think. That Restless Cottage plus the 1 more creature was exactly what they needed. And they attack all like they should. Good game. Ah, I don't feel like we should have lost that. Ooh, did they have the answer? But think about it. Okay, so if that turn I play the Iceberg on the Sage, then I'm tapped out and they resolve they still have the cottage. They play the cottage and they resolve the Vanguard that blows up the Iceberg, gets them back their Reclamation Sage anyway, and I still untap and die. They had me. Ugh, they just had me. Really, really a deck that hates artifacts and enchantments, which might be really good in the meta if the Monument Artist Talent stuff really takes off. I basically denied them roots the whole game and they still won.